Like it, you guys. I can't hear anything right now. I'm sure you guys can all hear it, but I could not hear it, and it was breaking my heart. That's my hype music. It's usually my hype music to get me excited because it's another episode of Crypto News with Julie Kennis. I'm your host, Julie Kennis, and as always, this show is powered by the Gokhshtein News Network and sponsored by Cipher. So thank you all for tuning in. It's so lovely to see you all in the chat as always. So 50-50 chance to hit landscape notification. I know it doesn't tell you. So I found out in YouTube, if I expand the title, it will show me the little phone icon, and that's how I can know if it's the horizontal or the vertical. So that's really the only way to tell. Hello, Mama Shadow. Welcome in. Hello, Mike Volmer. We've got Chipper. We've got Peace of My Mind. We've got Mike Volmer. We've got everyone in the chat. John Legend, Black Hat Team. How are you? How are you? My mom was telling me that I haven't done the romper room in a while, so we got to do the romper room now. And hope that our dear friend Brian will be joining us while we play the romper room. I probably can't hear it. I probably can't hear it. Did it play?
Time for me to see the friends at home in the magic mirror. Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play? All my friends had fun today. I see David's having a special day today, and Olivia Joy had a special day on Sunday, and I see Robin had a special day yesterday, and Dana's having a special day today, and so is Reginald and Edward John and Margaret, and I see Justin and Megan and Courtney and Brick and Mark and Rachel.
I was saying, Reginald, that is a name that you just don't hear anymore. That's a name, I cannot even recall when there was a Reginald. But hello. Yes, I was muted. I caught it this time, you guys. I caught it. It gave me the notifications. It's a little slow and laggy, but we're getting there. She's a little old and run down, but she still works. So we go with it. We go with it, you guys. So yeah, so I hope everybody's having a great start to their day. It's not a way back Wednesday, but we did the romper room in hopes that it would magically make Brian appear in the chat. So, but that's okay. I miss Cherry on the Pee Wee Herman show. Yes. The Pee Wee Herman show was great. It was great. Actually, did you catch there was like a Netflix docu-series on Pee Wee Herman? And it was actually really, like, I was crying by the end of it. I was like, man, why Pee Wee Herman gotta make me cry? But he developed this character as Pee Wee Herman, and he basically couldn't break out of that. And he wanted to be known as being more of an actor. But he became more known as Pee Wee Herman. And so, anyway. And then, of course, you guys all know the scandal. Speaking of scandals, we love talking about a good scandal on Friday. And tomorrow is Friday. If you guys did not already see the notification, we have the show for tomorrow is already scheduled, and it's going to be about looks maxing and clavicular. So yes, we're going to dive into it, find out what's going on, why everybody is thinking that this little 20-year-old kid is like, I don't know, something great. I have no idea. Is he funded by Peter Thiel? We're going to dive into all of it, you guys. Get your tinfoil hats ready. So, but while we wait to prepare our tinfoil hats, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the crypto charts. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Yeah, okay. You guys can hear me. That's good. All right, we're on a 15-minute chart here, taking a look at Bitcoin. Now, we did have a little bit of a drop off from yesterday, but we have had a rebound since this morning. So let's take a look at it because we have just been up and away here on the market cipher line. We have flipped and reversed it. We are now in the green here. We can see we're in the green. Let's see. We'll come in on the 5 minute because I wanted to take a look on a closer chart and just see what it's looking like. Because look at when you see here, the 5 minute chart is just green. We're still showing green. We're showing it's maybe to get a dip a little bit here, but yeah, we like to take a look and see what's going on here. But Bitcoin currently trading at 75,000. It was just under 76,000. So, but everything, because Bitcoin is having another positive day and things are moving in a more positive direction, we're having some positive flows into the market. So let's take a look at Ethereum. It's currently trading at $23.55. Solana has hit $90, actually just hit $89.99. $89.99. It's on sale, guys. So yes, $90. So Solana, it's money flow green. Everything's looking good here on the market Cipher line. Chainlink, it's up from $9 yesterday to $9.62. So we're starting to see some positive Momo everywhere. XRP up. You guys, we were down in the 130s. We're up to 145 over here. And Dogecoin is trying ever so hard to regain 10 cents. Because it's been stuck at 9 cents for a while. And let me tell you, 9 cents is a good buy on Dogecoin. If you have any sort of plan to scalp, trade, long-term hold, you make that decision. It's up to you. I think Doge is a scalp trade. Scalp trade. Everything, all roads lead back to Bitcoin for me. All right, let's go ahead and keep moving. Keep it moving. Sui is trying to break $1. Did break $1. And it's back at 99 cents. So, and then ADA is also in the green, up almost 5% at 25 cents. So, all right, now let's go ahead and take a look at the crypto bubbles. The broader top 100 market, very, very green. Rave is up again, 43% after that steep sell-off. Wow, back at $17. That's crazy. Hold on, I want to look at the whole week. That's a weekly chart. I'm actually surprised to see it up so much. Jesse said he sold. Did he keep a moon bag? Hopefully Jesse kept a moon bag. Siren on Binance chain. It has had a heck of a rally today, up about 100%. Up about 100% today. Up about 130 on the weekly. So Pepe's up 7%. We're just starting to see positive inflows into the market. So it starts to make you wonder, are we going to, bearish divergence, he said. We're going to dip it down low. That's what he says. We're going to dip it down. Blocky's good at being a resident bear. Do I have a whistle sound on my S when I say bubbles? Bubbles. Bubbles. You know what? I will tell you guys, when I first started doing my live streaming and I first started recording my voice, I was very S-y, and like everything. I don't know why. It just kind of sounded a little lazy almost. And so after listening to myself enough times, I started to cut my S's down. But I was very I don't like it. So we had to knock that right off, you guys. So things are looking good in the top 100. Positive momentum. You guys, if you're still sidelined on stuff, you just got to wait for when there is a day when things are down. And like Blocky said, if we're going to be going down, then it's just your chance to buy. Because how much longer are we really going to stay suppressed for? Let me tell you, the Strait of Hormuz stuff cracks me up. Because it was like, Iran was like, Strait of Hormuz is closed. And then the U.S. was like, you can't close the Strait of Hormuz. We're going to close the Strait of Hormuz. So now that we've closed the Strait of Hormuz, now Iran is wanting to open the Strait of Hormuz and let ships through. So I'm like, I don't know if that was just like the most brilliant move ever. Like, okay. It is what it is. This is what's going on, guys. One of these days, guys, one of these days, they're going to come for me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I swear. I swear. I swear. Okay. Anyway, you guys, let's go ahead and dive into some breaking news. I can hear. There's stuff I can't hear. Wait, I haven't even added the comments to the stage. Let me add the comments to the stage. Yeah, I can't hear my intro slides, but for some reason, when I played that last clip for you, I could hear the romper room. I could hear the what's it called? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, sorry. LinkedIn is getting mad at me. It's like you're trying to go live too early. Okay, just go away. Hold on, I don't know how to make that go away. There we go. Okay, I can see you now. I can see you now. Yeah, peace of my mind. We were watching Family Guy. You know, Peter Griffin is forever fighting with the chicken. So that's what's going on in the Strait of Hormuz. It's like just a forever fight. So anyway, moving on to the breaking news. French minister says a new measure are coming after crypto kidnappings. So John Didier Bering, oh God, you guys, please, I butchered that. Just don't. Okay. And Paris Blockchain Week in France said that they are preparing with new steps to protect crypto holders as a range of attacks and kidnappings keep mounting. So the minister delegate to the Interior Minister of France said that authorities are taking measures to protect cryptocurrency investors from the growing threat of crypto kidnappings and wrench attacks in the country. Speaking at Paris Blockchain Week, Berger said his office is taking preventative measures against crypto wrench attacks, including launching a preventative platform that has drawn thousands of signups. He added he's working with the Interior Minister, Laurent Nunez, on what he described as a more serious plan in the coming weeks. His comments came days after another reported crypto-linked abduction in France this week, where a mother and her 11-year-old were reportedly kidnapped in Burgundy on Monday. 4 suspects who demanded 400,000 euros or 471,000 in ransom from the father, who is a crypto entrepreneur. So authorities caught the suspects and freed the victim on Tuesday morning. Reports to the news outlets at France 24, citing the Paris prosecutor's office. So France has become one of the most prominent centers for so-called wrench attacks in which victims are threatened or assaulted to force the transfer of digital assets. The government is now under growing pressure to respond. This is crazy because the mother and her 11-year-old child, whether it's a boy or a girl, I don't care, because 11-year-old, like my son is 11. If I was kidnapped and kept overnight with somebody who was trying to hold us ransom, I would seriously like be mentally not well. And then my poor child too. Like that's just really awful. So wrench attacks see alarming surge in France. Since the beginning of the year, there have been 41. Wow, that's a lot. 41 crypto related kidnappings in France. So that's just this year. So, meaning on average, a similar attack occurred once every 2.5 days. So, in 2026. That's just scary. Wrench attacks increased by 75% in 2025 to 72 verified cases worldwide, according to the cybersecurity platform Certique. So, France saw the most incidents in 2025 with 19 confirmed wrench attacks, while Europe encountered roughly 40% of the global incidents. So we've talked about a few of the ones that have taken place here on the channel. But it's just super scary. So in another incident, a French couple in their late 50s was robbed for $1 million worth of Bitcoin by criminals posing as police officers. So a month earlier in February, French police arrested 6 people over the kidnapping of a magistrate and her mother in a crypto-linked ransom attack targeting the magistrate's partner, who is a crypto entrepreneur. I will say that I've always wanted to go to Paris, but lately I've had zero desire. Like there's like zero. This is terrible. I have zero desire to go there. So shout out to everyone at Paris Blockchain Week. Please stay safe out there. I think Blonde Broker is out there. I hope she's staying safe. Shout out to Blonde Broker. All right, moving on. Public crypto miners sold more Bitcoin in Q1 2026 than all of 2025. So mining companies are now split between those liquidating Bitcoin to cover operating expenses and those holding their Bitcoin in reserve to fuel future growth. So let's dive into it. Publicly traded Bitcoin mining companies sold more Bitcoin in Q1 of 2026 than all 4 quarters of 2025. That's just crazy to me, since like the price was a lot higher in 2025 and nobody was taking profits. You would think that if anybody was taking profits, it would be like the big players that are mining Bitcoin, right? Nope. Publicly listed Bitcoin miners included Mara, CleanSpark, Riot, Congo, Core Scientific, and BitDeer, and they have collectively sold more than 32,000 Bitcoin in Q1 of 2026. The Q1 sales surpassed 20,000 Bitcoin sold in Q2 of 2022 during the crypto bear market triggered by the collapse of the Terra Luna ecosystem, setting a new record for Bitcoin miner sales in a single quarter. So, we have just surpassed that. The sales come as hash price of the computing cost of critical metric for miner profitability sits at a record low around $35 per hash per second. So according to the data from Hash Rate Index, so that $32 PHS is level that is break even for many Bitcoin miners, particularly those running on a mining machine. Those current hash price of about 33 per day is 20% of the mining industry's unprofitability territory. So also, we know that a lot of these people are looking at pivoting into AI. They already have the purchase power agreements with the utilities in place. They already have the infrastructure in place to be able to house the AI components. So, and I don't think it says anything about that in here. So I would not be surprised if part of this liquidation event is to help them pivot into the market that they think is going to be better for them in long term. So, all right. UAE investors buy AI dip and keep crypto exposure despite conflict. So UAE investors are buying the AI and tech dip despite exposure to software and chips as crypto in the Iran conflict stress tests the Gulf's bid to be a global tech hub. So the United Emirates investors are leaning towards artificial intelligence sell-off rather than running from it. Despite the regional conflict testing the Gulf's ambitions to become a global hub for AI and digital assets, new eToro data shows that with Cointelegraph on Wednesday, users with the UAE boosted holdings of software and AI infrastructure, names whose price share fell sharply in the first quarter of this year, suggesting they used the downturn to buy the dip rather than broadly de-risking. So the pattern suggests that UAE investors are staying exposed in long-term AI and digital infrastructure themes, even as conflicts raise fresh risks for data centers, logistics, and cross-border technology build-outs in the Gulf. So an April 13 report from the Deutsche Bank said that the stock is more likely to sharpen rather than derail demand for AI, cybersecurity, and sovereign digital infrastructure in the region. So Josh Gilbert, market analyst for eToro, told Cointelegraph that UAE investors became more selective where the risk was took in Q1, and investor behavior was driven by long-term themes rather than risks mindset. So he said that the clearest signal was across AI infrastructure and software names, pointing to ServiceNow, Super Microcomputer, Adobe, and Oracle, all of which saw significant increases despite market pressure. So, and the war in the Gulf puts AI ambitions under pressure. So the resilience comes as the U.S.-Israeli conflict with Iran exposes new risks in the Gulf for tech infrastructure. Deutsche Bank cited reported strikes along the Amazon Web Services data center in the UAE and Bahrain and threats against the planned 1 gigawatt Stargate campus in Abu Dhabi. Gilbert said that the conflict was driven by volatility with sharp oil price swings, which can ultimately affect tech valuations. Maintaining core exposure to diversified mega-cap techs while rotating within the sector suggests more nuanced, risk-aware approach. So, They had also highlighted that the Gulf and the UAE in particularly is unlikely to abandon the AI race. The region benefits from cheap energy, an unusually dense pipeline of data center projects, and sovereign wealth funds to control about $5 trillion worldwide in 2025. I am sure this is why we're working on creating our own data centers. They're looking at buying up all of this land, and there's all of this investor money. And I know that there's funding from the Big Beautiful Bill that became available for people to pivot into this market. So it's something to watch. So regulators bet clear rules will anchor capital. So Dubai's virtual asset regulatory authority has continued to roll out activity-based framework throughout the turmoil, including a derailed guidance on token issuance and formal rules for crypto derivatives. Sean McHugh's Vara's head market assurance told Cointelegraph that periods of stress and serious market participants do not seek the lightest touch jurisdiction. They look for the clearest one, and added that Dubai's combination of transparent licensing, visible supervision, and active enforcement is meant to persuade institutions and treat the Emirati as a strategic base rather than an opportunistic punt. So there you have it, you guys. So let's go back. I want to see where we're sitting here with Bitcoin since we have been on the live stream. So we're back on the 5-minute Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin's still holding firm to 75,196. Still in the green. We might see a little bit of a dip here. We'll see if money flow continues out. So this is on the Market Cipher B line, guys. This one is my favorite tool. If you guys have not used Market Cipher, I strongly urge you to go check them out. I have a code with them. The link is in the description, but you can come over here, see the pricing. There is a discount code that I have, and you can just, get started with the team there. There's, different little tools that they have available for you. So they've got Market Cipher A, B, SR, and the DBSI. So the Market Cipher B is the one that I use the most. Market Cipher A, I use that one on occasion, but not like I do with Market Cipher B. Market Cipher B it's just my favorite. It's this one here at the bottom. It helps you see the money flows. It just puts it all. And then when we print these dots, like here we are right now, right? We print a green dot. Okay. And then we have to print a red dot. Then when we print a red dot, the money's starting to go down. All right. And then we've got to print a green dot for it to come back up. So until it prints a green dot, it's going to continue in this downward pattern. So love the Market Cipher B line, you guys. So that is the show for today. If you're new here, smash a subscribe. I go live every day at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. With the exception of tomorrow, which will be the Julie and Joxie show, we're going to be talking about looks maxing and all the craziness that they're doing with that. Oh my gosh. Oh, yay. John Meyer says, my bags are pumping. I love to see it. It feels good, right? It feels good. But yeah, so you guys, I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. talking about looks maxing, the dangers of it. Would you do it? Have you looks maxed before? We'll dive into it tomorrow. So smash the subscribe, and we hope to see you all on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.